Alexis Bledel was born in Houston, Texas to both Hispanic parents. While Bledel's father was born and raised in Argentina, her mother was born in Phoenix, Arizona but moved to Guadalajara, Mexico at a young age where she stayed. Demi Lovato also has some Mexican in her blood thanks to her father. While Lovato's mother is primarily of Northern European and Irish ancestry, her father comes from Mexican and Spanish descent. Eva Longoria was also born and raised in Texas to parents Eva and Enrique Longoria Jr., both Mexican-Americans. Longoria was raised as the youngest of 4 daughters in a Catholic home in Corpus Christi, Texas. Her parents, Teresa Ann and John Patrick Ferguson, came from quite the mix of ancestry including Mexican, Irish, Scottish, English and Native American. Fergie gets her Mexican side primarily from her great-grandmother. Jessica Alba gets her Mexican roots from her paternal grandparents who were both the children of Mexican immigrants. On her mother's side, Danish, German and Welsh come into play to give the gorgeous actress her stunning looks. Kat Von D is not only Mexican but actually born in Montemorelos, Nuevo Leon, Mexico. Both of her parents were actually born in Argentina and came from German, Italian and Spanish descent. Louis C.K. was born and raised in Mexico and even went on to obtain a degree from the National Autonomous University of Mexico. His paternal grandfather was actually a Hungarian Jew whose family immigrated to Mexico where he met his wife. Lynda Carter, famous for being Miss World in 1972 and starring in the television series Wonder Woman, gets her beauty from her Mexican ancestry. While her father was mainly English and Scots-Irish, her mother was of Mexican descent. Mario Lopez comes from some sort of Latin background. Many are surprised to find that Lopez is Mexican. Lopez was born and raised in San Diego, California to a large Catholic family of Mexican descent from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico to be specific. Nicole Richie might be known for her famous father Lionel Richie. Her biological parents actually came from Mexican, Creole and Spanish ancestry. Unable to provide for Nicole at the age of 3, her parents agreed to let her live with Lionel, whom her father worked for. Salma Hayek has her parents to thank for her beautiful Latin looks. The actress was actually born in Coatzacoalcos, Veracruz, Mexico to Diana Jimenez Medina and Salma Hayek. Hayek's paternal grandfather was Lebanese while she also has influences of Spanish ancestry. Sara Paxton's mother was born in Monterrey, Mexico and raised in Ciudad Acuna, Mexico. Her father's ancestry comes from English, Irish and Scottish, which explains her looks. Selena Gomez might have been born and raised in Texas, but her father is of Mexican descent and named her after the Tejano singer Selena who was murdered back in 1995. Gomez gets the rest of her beauty from her adopted mother who has some Italian ancestry. Stacey Dash, famous for playing Dion in the 1995 film Clueless, gets her unique look from her ancestry including Mexican, Barbadian and African American. Thurman doesn't look Hispanic by any means. Her mother, model Nana Vangelbrug, was actually born in Mexico City, Mexico where she spent the early part of her life before moving to Sweden. However, Thurman gets her looks from her German, Swedish and Danish descent.